Bonjour, mon nom est Marie-Paul Blanchard-Leblanc et je suis la connotatrice des événements et philanthropie pour la Société Alzheimer du Nouveau-Brunswick. Pour la vidéo suivante, nous nous sommes associés au duo musical Frantically Atlantic pour créer une liste de chansons vraiment spéciales. Pourquoi elles sont spéciales? C'est que les chansons ont été choisies par nos clients, nos bénévoles et le personnel de la Société Alzheimer pour rendre hommage aux êtres chers qui vivent avec un trouble neurocognitif ou la maladie d'Alzheimer. Alors, j'espère que vous allez apprécier ces chansons vraiment spéciales et leurs dédicaces. Et vous pouvez consulter la feuille d'activité avec la vidéo, car toutes les paroles des chansons s'y trouvent et nous voulons que vous chantez avec nous.
This is a request from Denise Boudreau for Donald Boulet. In Denise's words, Donald was extremely musical and could whistle and dance all the time. He was a really good whistler, and he had an amazing collection of harmonicas and would play them all the time, even when he was sick. This is the request from Denise Boudreau for Donald Boulet. I could have danced all night, I could have danced all night, and still have begged for more. I could have spread my wings and done 1,000 things I've never done before. I'll never know what made it so exciting, why all at once my heart took flight. I only know when he began to dance with me, I could have danced, danced, danced all night. From Rebecca Porter in her words, when I was diagnosed with progressive mild cognitive impairment, it took me completely back and took my confidence away. It was 2020 and I was 27. I had so much life ahead of me, or did I? There was so much unknown. That's when I began to listen to this song when I was feeling down and scared, and it reminded me that I need to take back my life, get back my confidence, and keep going no matter what brings. This is my fight song. Rebecca worked for the SANB until she moved just last year to Ontario to access better services for her neurodegenerative disease. In Ontario, Rebecca has become an important part of the Alzheimer Society of Ontario as an employee, providing education and training to family and friend care providers. Fight song. Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. I've still got a lot of fight left in me. This is a dedication from Jacinthe Leclerc for her father, Valère. Jacinthe says, "For my dad who left at the dawn of his 91 years from Alzheimer's disease, he received his diagnosis when he was 82. Le chanson Le plus fort c'est mon père represents him so much. Mom and her family were always top priority for my dad. Love always came first and we got plenty of it. My father was also a grandfather, a great-grandfather. He was our mechanic, our painter, our carpenter, our taxi. He was just everything to us. I am happy to have comforted him in his illness for 9 years while holding his hand. Mon père était tout pour nous." Je m'excuse, mon français n'est pas bon. Le plus fort, c'est mon père. Comment t'as fait, maman, pour savoir que papa, pourtant et mauvais temps, il ne partirait pas? Est-ce que t'en étais sûr aussi, tu saurais pas? Est-ce que les déchets, ça se ferait pas? Comment t'as fait, maman, pour trouver le bon gars? Tu l'as connu comment? Tu l'as aimé pourquoi? Est-ce qu'il y en avait juste une dont tu le présentiel? Et il se trouve que c'est toi qui dois avec. Comment t'as pu trouver l'homme qui n'a pas peur, qui promet sans trembler, qui aime de tout son cœur? J'ai essayé il y a longtemps, mais pas de la même manière. T'as de la chance, maman, le plus fort c'est mon père. Comment ça se fait, maman, que dans ma vie à moi, avec autant d'amants, avec autant de choix, j'ai pas encore trouvé un homme comme lui, capable d'être mi père et mari. Comment t'as fait, maman, de lui ouvrir ton cœur sans qu'il parte en courant avec cette demi-heure? Est-ce qu'il y a des mots magiques qui te disent de te rendre compte? Expliquez-moi dans ce qu'il faudrait que je raconte. Comment t'as pu trouver un homme qui n'a pas peur, qui promet sans trembler, qui aime de tout son cœur? Je l'ai dit il y a longtemps, mais pas de même manière. T'as de la chance, maman, le plus fort c'est mon père. Et quand j'ai l'air de les aimer, les hommes changent de regard. Si j'ose m'acheter, ils se mettent à m'envoyer. Si je parle d'avenir, ils sont déjà loin derrière. J'avais raison de le dire, le plus fort c'est mon père. Vas-tu me dire, maman, comment t'as pu savoir dès le commencement que c'était pas un trouillard, qu'il était pas sûr et qu'il était tout fait, que je puisse dire, le plus fort c'est mon père. Quel effet ça t'a fait quand tu l'as rencontré? Est-ce que ça paraissait qu'il était en pleine vie? Les hommes bien souvent paraissent extraordinaires, mais dis-toi bien, maman, que le plus fort c'est mon père. This song is a dedication from Gina Shirella for her father Graydon. In Gina's words, "When I was little, whenever my dad and I would be together in the car, we would sing this song together. Even as an adult, we still sing this song together. Whenever Dad meets someone new, he will often say, 'My name is Graydon, but they like to call me Toutes.' We're not sure who they is that is giving him this nickname, but it makes him so happy. So Gina is dedicating this song to her dad, to Toutes." In Napoli, where love is king,
Amore. When you dance down the street with a cloud at your feet, you're in love. When you walk in a dream, but you know you're not dreaming, signore. Scusami, but you see, back in old Napoli, that's amore. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, that's amore. Bells will ring, ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling, and you'll sing Vita Bella. Hearts will play tippy-tippy-tay, like a gay tarantella. When the stars make you drool just like pasta frizzure, that's amore. When you dance down the street with a cloud at your feet, you're in love. When you walk in a dream and you know you're not dreaming, signore. Scusami, but you see, back in old Napoli, that's amore. That's amore. This is a testimonial from Jane Asher for her husband, Jim. Their song was The Sweetheart Tree by Johnny Mathis. Jane was an employee of the Alzheimer Society, and although Jim did not have dementia, Jane and her family did lose him this year with another health issue. Your Alzheimer Society family is dancing with you to this song, Jane. In Jane's words, Jim and I were longtime members of the Thomas Dance Club, and the band leader, Harry Rigby, was always happy to play this song for us, and it was superbly sung by Bill Richardson in his dulcet tones. They say there's a tree in the forest, a tree that will give you a sign. Come along with me to the sweetheart tree. Come and carve your name next to mine. They say if you kiss the right sweetheart, the one you've been waiting for, big blossoms of white will burst into sight, and your love will be true evermore. They say there's a tree in the forest, a tree that will give you a sign. Come along with me to the sweetheart tree. Come and carve your name next to mine. They say if you kiss the right sweetheart, the one you've been waiting for, big blossoms of white will burst into sight, and your love will be true evermore. Big blossoms of white will burst into sight, and your love will be true evermore. This is a dedication from Kathy Brewer for Kent, her husband. In Kathy's words, I chose fishing in the dark for Kent, my love of 34 years. He loves dancing to this. One of our favorite things was camping with my family and friends in our old 78 pop-up camper, enjoying campfires and starry nights by the water. Today, we still enjoy living by the water and starry nights on the deck. The old 78 camper is now a permanent pop-up playhouse for our grandbabies. Lazy yellow moon coming up tonight, shining through the trees. singing and the lightning bugs are floating on the breeze. Baby, get ready. Across the field where the creek turns back by the old stone road, I'm gonna take you to a special place that nobody knows. Baby, get ready. Ooh, you and me go fishing in the dark, lying on our backs and counting the stars where the cool grass grows. Down by the river in the full moonlight, we'll be falling in love in the middle of the night, just moving slow. Stay the whole night through, feels so good to be with you. Spring is almost over and the summer's coming, the days are getting long. Waited all winter for the time to be right, just to take you along. Baby, get ready. And it don't matter if we sit forever and the fish don't bite. Jump in the river and cool ourselves from the heat of the night. Baby, get ready. Ooh, you and me go fishing in the dark, lying on our backs and counting the stars where the cool grass grows. Down by the river in the full moonlight, we'll be falling in love in the middle of the night, just moving slow. Staying the whole night through, feels so good to be with you and me. Go fishing in the dark, lying on our backs and count the stars where the cool grass grows. Down by the river in the full moonlight, we'll be falling in love in the middle of the night, just moving slow. Stay the whole night through, feels so good to be with you.
Hi there. My late husband Raymond and I met through music and performing. Music was integral to his happiness. Throughout cancer and Alzheimer's, it remained a huge part of his life. We had hoped to have a family reunion in Prince Edward Island the summer of 2019, but I ended up coming to New Brunswick for his burial instead. I still went with my sister's family and spent a week at a beach house there. It was just what my heart needed, as Ray and I adored the ocean. We stayed just down the road from the Stompin' Tom Center, and Sis and I took it in one afternoon. A local musician played a song of Tom's I hadn't heard before, called the Maritime Waltz. A simple, beautiful ballad, a sea song. It brought everything full circle for me, and it will always make me think of my beautiful husband. When the moon gives her light on the harbor tonight, we'll dance the maritime waltz. When the boats are tied in, we're together again, we'll dance the maritime waltz. Fiddles will play and our hearts shall be gay, for tomorrow the sea again calls. So kiss me once more while I am ashore, and we'll dance the maritime waltz. When the moon gives her light on the harbor tonight, we'll dance the maritime waltz. When the boats are tied in and we're together again, we'll dance the maritime waltz. Fiddles will play and our hearts shall be gay, for tomorrow the sea again calls.
This is a dedication from me. I chose this song, Partons, la mer est belle, pour ma tante Elodie, my auntie Emily, et ma grand-mère Exilda. Amis, partons sans bruit, la pêche sera bonne, la lune qui rayonne éclairera la nuit. Il faut qu'avant l'aurore nous soyons de retour pour sommeiller encore avant qu'il soit grand jour. Partons, la mer est belle, embarquons-nous pêcheurs, qui dans notre nacelle ramons avec ardeur. Au maïssant les voiles, le ciel est pur et beau. Je vois briller l'étoile qui guide les matelots. Ainsi chantait mon père lorsqu'il quitta le port. Il ne s'attendait guère à y trouver la mort. Par les vents, par l'orage, il fut surpris soudain, et d'un cruel naufrage, il subit le destin. Partons, la mer est belle, embarquons-nous pêcheurs, qui dans notre nacelle ramons avec ardeur. Au maïssant les voiles, le ciel est pur et beau. Je vois briller l'étoile qui guide les matelots. Je n'ai plus qu'une mère qui ne possède rien. Elle est dans la misère, je suis son seul soutien. Ramons, ramons bien vite, je l'aperçois là-bas. Je la vois qui m'invite, elle me tend dans les bras. Partons, la mer est belle, embarquons-nous pêcheurs, qui dans notre nacelle ramons avec ardeur. Au maïssant les voiles, le ciel est pur et beau. Je vois briller l'étoile qui guide les matelots.
This is from Jess Baxter for Robert, her grandfather. In Jess's words, my grandfather was a big fan of Irish music, so I would like to hear a song dedicated to him. He loved Black Velvet Band by the Irish Rovers, or really any Irish jig would do. He was a huge lover of music and would get together with his brothers, 3 of whom eventually developed Alzheimer's as well, to jam with their guitars and accordions. My grandfather did not play the accordion particularly well, but it brought him so much joy throughout his life. We even had his accordion by his urn at his funeral. His name was Robert Baxter.
Black Velvet Band.
Far away from my friends and relations. This is a dedication from Kelly Haley for her mom. In Kelly's words, a song in memory of Mom, one that I have found and have listened to many times since her passing. Mother Like Mine. Mother Like Mine. She's the sky that holds the clouds. She's the lady of the house, a blind believer in all I dare to be. There's no safer place I've found than the shoulder of her white nightgown. Oh, I've got the best and the worst of her and me, and I'd share her if I could, so the wars would all be over, 'cause she'd raise us all as friends, and no one would ever wonder if somebody wanted them. We'd walk on grass that's greener, and our cares would all be freer if the world had a mother like mine. She's our father's one great love. She's the one he wanted most. She's the light in the window of the house I grew up in. She takes the midnight call. She's the bravest of us all. Still she sings in the garden and she lets her hair down in. Oh, the wars would all be over, 'cause she'd raise us all as friends, and no one would ever wonder if somebody wanted them. Tonight would be easier, and our dreams would all be deeper, if the world had a mother like mine. Don't go away from me. I understand she's a helping hand, still I have to say, she's the sky that holds the clouds. She's the lady of our house, and we all need her, but no one more than me. Oh, the wars would all be over, 'cause she'd raise us all as friends, and no one would ever wonder just how much she wanted them. We'd walk on grass that's greener, and the dishes would all be cleaner, if the world had a mother like mine. Ooh, like mine. Oh, yeah.
This is dedicated to my father Emil, who died at the age of 87. He was diagnosed with dementia 10 years prior. He was born in Austria in 1928. He managed Sara Lee Bakery of Canada for 35 years. Like father, like son, neither of us could sit still for long. We were always doing or fixing something. He loved his big vegetable garden, but never ate anything out of it. He gave it away at the roadside every single day.
This is Bella, this is Tracy, this is Jamie. Moi je m'appelle Michelle, ici mon ami et mon amour Don. This song is for Jamie's father, who passed away from dementia. He grew up in Austria. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright, you look happy to meet me, blossom of snow
Paulette is dedicating this song in memory of her daughter, Marie-Claude. At her wedding, Marie-Claude chose this song as her father-daughter dance, Au bord du lac Bijou by Zachary Richard. No, dementia is not an old folks' disease. Au bord du lac Bijou was the father-daughter song at Marie-Claude Noël's wedding. It was a very special song for her and her father, and it was a perfect way for him to give his daughter away on her very special day. That day she was dancing with her father as a happy young bride. She never thought that her life would be cut short at the tender age of 42. Marie-Claude was working in Ottawa for the Canadian Bar Association and had a brilliant career in front of her, but everything changed when she was only 31 years old. At that very young age, she heard the diagnosis of frontotemporal dementia. Her health failed rapidly after the diagnosis, and she was transferred to a special care home where she stayed for 5 years. She was there alone, only with her parents as regular visitors. Paulette and Jean-Claude made the journey from New Brunswick to Ontario every 2 months. They fought 2 long years before they managed to bring their daughter back home to New Brunswick, where they could watch over her in a special care home that was close to them. The first 2 nights, Paulette was so thankful to have her daughter nearby that she stayed awake to hold her daughter's hand and make sure Marie-Claude was safe. With the help of her family and caregivers, she fought the battle for 11 years. Unfortunately, we lost Marie-Claude in March 2020. Her mother, Paulette Noël, is a dedicated and passionate advocate for the Alzheimer Society and has made it a personal mission to break the stigma around dementia. Au bord du lac Bijou.
Dans le sud de la Louisiane, dans le bois d'Atacapa, où la rivière rejoint la levée, planté dans l'anse est un vieux chien vert, au bord du lac Bijou. Dans son feuillage, où les branches font leur crochet, l'hérisson revient chaque printemps. Il se réfugie dedans ce chien vert, au bord du lac Bijou. Turn dans mes bras, tiens-moi serré encore. Reste avec moi, en bas le chien vert, au bord du lac Bijou. C'était l'année dans 57, la première fois je les ai vus. Les 2 ensemble se battirent nus au bord du lac Bijou. Ils revenaient quand l'hiver était fini. Je les ai appelés Pierre et Marie. Un grand monsieur, noir comme la nuit, sa demoiselle avec lui. En bas le chien vert, au bord du lac Bijou. Pendant la carême, ce dernier mois d'avril, je lui ai vu une dernière fois. Un oiseau seul posé sur sa branche, au bord du lac Bijou. Il restait tranquille, son cœur après se blesser, guettant du matin au soir. Jusqu'à dimanche, il est parti aussi, de bord du lac Bijou. Turn dans mes bras, tiens-moi serré encore, reste avec moi, en bas le chien vert, au bord du lac Bijou. Reste avec moi, en bas le chien vert, au bord du lac Bijou.